Let's go through some other news now, and we have this report from RIA Novosti that according to Bloomberg, Western propaganda outlet, UK plays significant role as a kind of mediator between US and Ukraine or the Kyiv regime, so that they will manage to achieve some success during the talks in Jeddah that took place yesterday in Saudi Arabia, obviously, which is somewhat interesting developments. I wonder how long this clown show will continue. UK is now blaming that they play crucial role in this clown show. Okay, maybe that is the case, but after all, do anybody really believes that yesterday high-ranking officials of US sat on table next to these representatives of the Kyiv regime that are puppets of, or used to be puppets of Washington and now are puppets of London, and they spend 8 to 9 hours to come up with this nonsensical idea of 30-day ceasefire. This is obviously pre-planned clown show, and who really cares? Just US and Kyiv regime was participating in the show, or UK played its part, France played its part also, and maybe even Brussels. I mean, who cares? Main point is that this was a clown show. This was a pre-planned show that was presented to public. That's all. And when it comes to this 30-day so-called peace plan, obviously everybody is waiting for a Russian reaction on that, and Kremlin reacted today. Press spokesman of the Russian president did spoke about it, and if I may, I'll give you some key points from statements of Dmitry Peskov. So there are first statements from the Kremlin on the US ceasefire proposal from Dmitry Peskov. Russia is closely studying their statements following the negotiations between the United States and Ukraine. Moscow assumes that Secretary of State Rubio and Trump's National Security Advisor Waltz will brief Moscow on the details of the negotiations in Saudi Arabia. Contacts are planned in the coming days, about which the Kremlin will inform. Russia does not want to get ahead of itself on the issue of the proposed ceasefire. It first needs to receive information from the United States. The Kremlin does not rule out that during the contacts between Russia and the United States, the topic of phone conversation at the highest level may arise conversation between Trump and Putin. And phone conversation between Putin and Trump, if necessary, can be organized very quickly, while there are no agreements on this matter yet. So there are no preparations to organize this phone conversation, but it can be done quite easily if both sides have interest in it. But as you can see, dear friends, press spokesman of the Russian president did not really say much, or there is not enough specifics. Moscow did not say that it will agree on this proposed ceasefire. Moscow did not say that it will disagree with it, it will reject it. At this point, Moscow is waiting for some details to receive from American side, and after that, I guess in a couple of days time, Moscow will make an official statement about its stance. But me personally, I'm quite sure that Moscow is going to reject this nonsensical idea that Western ruling class and their puppets come up with, because everyone understands any pause on line of contact will be used by NATO to rearm, reinforce, reorganize Kyiv regime, and then to provoke large-scale hostilities again. So therefore, why would Moscow risk it? I mean, it does not make no sense, isn't it? Why would Moscow risk it when Russian troops are on offensive and Kyiv regime desperately needs breathing space? They are on the edge of collapse, by the way, and we don't yet know how Kiev regime's armed forces will react on this disaster that they experienced in Kursk salient, or how public in Kiev-controlled territory will react on that. We may actually see some domino effect and the collapse of not just Kiev regime's armed forces, but also implosion or explosion of the society itself in Kiev-controlled territory, and some significant internal confrontation. So therefore, Moscow will take time, but eventually, obviously, there is not even slight chance that Russian leadership will allow enemies of Russia to reorganize their proxy, rearm their proxy, and then start again this confrontation. Moscow's answer, in my personal opinion, will be no. Hello everyone, if you find this video interesting and useful, please click that like button, leave some commentary and share with your friends. If you like my work and want to support this project, you can do it through several means. All the links are on this video in the description box and in the pinned comment, including links to my Patreon and Boosty pages, where you can have access to full shows in case you are interested. Thank you.